Well, the case started in 2014 when this exhibition went first to Bonn and then to Amsterdam. There was nothing wrong with that. It was a blue sky situation until, of course, in March 2014 the annexation happened. And then at that time the Allarda Pірсона Museum was wondering where to bring that exhibition. Could it return to the Crimean museums in Crimea, or would it need to go to Kiev? And in December 2016, the court of the first instance in Amsterdam awarded our claim and ordered the exhibition to be returned to Kiev. In any case that you do as a lawyer, there's always doubt whether the court will take up your arguments or not. And it's very satisfying if a court does and if you win. And in an important case like this, it is double satisfying. So we felt victorious. But to better give you a feel of the emotion, I think it's also good to look at the negative emotion we had when the Court of Appeal in the next phase said in an intermediary judgment that the UNESCO treaty, which is very important for this case, did not apply. That was a real big disappointment where we almost couldn't believe what we were reading. So at the one side you have this very positive emotion which we had in December 2016. At the other side we had quite a disappointment and unbelief in July 2019 when the Court of Appeal said in an interim judgment, we are not going to repeat what the Court of the First Instance did. We do not allow the UNESCO treaty to apply. And so now the Court of Appeals also came our way. They said, again, UNESCO treaty doesn't apply, but we do feel that Ukraine is justified to take its own decisions to order this exhibition back to Kiev. So that was very good. So this was an entirely different ground to win the case. So we have basically won it on two grounds. First, on UNESCO in the first instance, and now on internal rules of public law of Ukraine. And so that ends the case in the second instance with the Court of Appeals. And now, of course, the other side doesn't give up, as any party in a legal proceeding is allowed to do. They get 3 chances. And of course, Russia, it's important for them as well, takes the 3rd chance. At least that's what they've had, what they have announced. And so they will go to the Supreme Court.
I won't hide the fact that this is an important case for our firm, and especially given the fact that Berg and Sanders is specialized in the field of art law. I would say that this particular case, and especially the victory, first and foremost, is a victory for Ukraine and the people of Ukraine and the cultural institutions of Ukraine. But for our firm, this is an important victory given the fact that it strengthens our presence in the art law world in the Netherlands and abroad. For me personally, there have been challenges on an academic level. Like Maarten just said, you always hope that your arguments will come across to the court. Personally, I'm somewhat surprised that the main arguments that can be derived from the UNESCO Convention of 1970 have not been accepted by the Court of Appeals. I'm convinced that this issue will be an important point of debate at the Supreme Court in The Hague. And hopefully, as I said, we will prevail at that level. I'm very happy for Ukraine and for its people that we've gained this success at the Amsterdam Court of Appeals. And for our firm, like I just said, this is also an important victory.